Hi there, welcome to Time with Dr. AB. On this channel, we address and educate people on common health issues and concerns. I would be glad if we could be interactive in the comment section to help us know what your concerns are when it comes to your health in order to enable us address them in our own little way. So in this video, we are going to answer the question, when one can have sex when she wants to get pregnant. This is a common question women ask. For most couples, getting pregnant comes down to having sex around the time of ovulation, which is the time at which the ovary releases an egg. But it can be very easy to overthink the process, which may make it more hurtful than helpful. So just relax. To get pregnant, you need to know when ovulation happens. You're most fertile around the time an egg is released, and this is when you should plan to have sex. For most people, the easiest and least expensive way to figure out when you're ovulating is to track your periods on a calendar. Ovulation typically happens about 14 days before your period starts. This is rather consistent from person to person no matter how long your menstrual cycle is. However, it might vary. Next, you want to understand how the days of the menstrual cycle are counted to enable you know when you are ovulating. So the menstrual cycle lasts from the first day of your period to the first day of your next period. So if your period starts on July 1st, that's the first day. And the first day of your next period, the number of days from the beginning of one to the beginning of the other makes up your menstrual cycle. So from here, determining your most fertile day just takes a little bit of math or calculation. So let's say your cycle is normally 21 days long. Then you are likely to ovulate around day 7. So you just subtract 14 from your cycle length. So if your cycle is on the longer side, let's say 35 days, then you tend to ovulate around day 21. It also helps to notice changes in your bodies. And of all the methods to self-detect ovulation, monitoring cervical mucus tends to be the most reliable. And the mucus changes throughout the month and peaks 1 to 2 days before the ovulation. And at this point of your cycle, you may notice a very clear vaginal discharge that feels thin and stretchy. In the most fertile period, the discharge is usually likened to the white of fresh egg. Thus, knowing the pattern of your menstrual cycle and changes in your cervical mucus can give you a pretty good sense of when to or not to have sex. That's if you're trying to prevent pregnancy. Some other signs and symptoms of ovulation include changes in your body temperature. And during ovulation, your basal body temperature slightly rises. And so you may take note of this. Also, during ovulation, people tend to have a boost of their sexual drive. It may increase to 3 days prior to ovulation, and this may also help you know that you are getting close to or in your fertile period. Some women tend to have ovulatory pain known as menstrual, and also some may experience some bloating around the time of ovulation. Some people may also experience breast tenderness and sore nipples during the time or before ovulation. Some would also experience libido boost, as I initially stated. There can be some mood changes. Some women tend to report feeling happier and being in a good mood around the time of ovulation midway through the cycle. And some also experience some appetite boost during this period. People who are trying to get pregnant often believe that there's an ideal moment when they must have sex. In fact, the window of fertility is much wider than this, about 6 days each cycle. This is because the sperm can live in a woman's body for as long as 5 days. So the egg can survive for 12 to 24 hours after ovulation. So you can have sex up to 5 days before ovulation or 1 day after and still get pregnant. For the best chance of getting pregnant, research suggests that you should have sex every day or every other day during the 6-window period. It is normal not to get pregnant right away, and this can be hard to accept when all you want is to start or grow your family. And I totally understand that, but sometimes Getting pregnant just takes a little patience. My advice is to stay and try not to stress too much. Hopefully, you will succeed. If you don't, there are ways to figure out what's going on and what the problem is to help improve your chances of getting pregnant. Don't hesitate to see your doctor, specifically your OBGYN, to help you through this journey. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Let's get interactive in the comment section. As I said in the beginning of this video, ask me all the questions that are bothering you, and I'm glad and ever ready to answer them. See you in the next video, and bye for now.